What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about drifting because I love drifting. Seriously, I really love drifting because for me drifting is like art, when you play with the car, like going from the left side to the right side. When I watch this, this is really like dancing with the car. And I'm so happy that drifting just became more popular here in Germany and also in Europe, because when I think about like 15 years ago, it wasn't really that way. It was more like, on 2005, 2006, there you had that Formula Drift from the US and you had the Formula D already from Japan because, obviously, drifting is coming from Japan. And I also really like to watch the old videos from Keiichi Tsuchiya, which is the goat of drifting. He made it really popular on the track. And one of my favorite drivers today is James Deane. James Deane is a professional driver in drifting, and I like the way he is. Like, he's a humble, down-to-earth guy, but still his skill in drifting is just phenomenal. And today we're going to take a look for a video from him where he shows his new build. It's an S13 Silvia with a brand new 2JZ build, almost 1000 horsepower, I guess, and he's going to test it. So let's just jump right into it, and here we go.
Alright, exciting times. The car is coming off the lift for the final time. We are going to be going to Kart World, Adventure Park at Kart World in 1 hour for testing. So we'll be there in 1 hour for testing. So quickly put the car in the shuttle. I'm going to go in and grab my race gear. It's time to see what this baby's all about.
This car looks so awesome. Really. Before, I wasn't really a big fan of, when you're not painting the car, but this livery, for example, and everything, like the decals, that's a nice style. Beautiful machine. My brother used to have an S13 like in yellow like 10 years ago when I had my S14, and we both like to drive around the city, like because we loved our cars. In general, Silvia's this car generation from Silvia S12, S13, 14, that runs in my family because one of my cousins from the Philippines, he had also an S14 in Bayside Blue, and I saw this car first time, I guess it was in 2007. I was just looking at the car and I was like, man, that car is so beautiful, seriously. And he let me drive this car. There was still an SR20 inside of it, like a 4-cylinder engine with a big turbo, and it had, I guess, 500 horsepower. The handling was awesome, really. And I just thought that, man, when I'm back in Germany, I'm going to take a look for one of these cars.
Alright, so we're here at Adventure Park at Kart World, my local track, somewhere where I did a lot of learning how to drift way back in the day, and also a place where I test multiple cars. So it's a really cool track because it has a bit of everything. High speed on the entry, you can go to big angle, and then you're coming into tighter hairpins, so you're big angle, under braking, checking the steering, you can feel everything very well. Same switch back the other way, big angle, multiple transitions, and a very fun and technical track to drive. I don't know how many laps I've done here over the years, but a lot. It's really cool to be at the point where I'm just literally about to drive the car for the first time. I'm excited for it. I'm very proud of my lads, a team of 5, including you and me. It's pretty crazy what we can get done in a short amount of time. So it's a serious car, like, I love it. Like, it just looks unbelievable, and now we get to drive it and feel it for the very first time. Luckily, the weather is great, but unfortunately it showered before we came here, so the surface of the track is going to be wet for at least the start. Hopefully it dries up pretty quick if we do a few laps on it. We might also take out the Mustang to help dry the track a little bit. But in general, very excited for this moment. We get to see all of our hard work over the last few weeks on track for the very first time. So I think let's just start getting into the car, getting stuck into it, and drive it and see what it's all about, and we'll talk more once I feel it.
When you see a car like this, a drift car like this, then this car is made for competition, not just for going on the weekends for little events, for example, where you just go for like having fun, shred some tires, for example. This car is really made for going for big events, like just saying, King of Europe, for example. James Deane went to all of these big events, like, yeah, King of Europe, he went there, and also won the Formula Drift from the US already like 6 times, I guess. He's also driving a Mustang, and maybe we'll see it in another video. But, this S13 is awesome, really.
Guys, so this is a first time driving the 180SX. Now what I'm working on here is just getting a feel for everything. Everything is brand new wise fab, new tires, wet track, new brakes. So I'm just working on feeling everything.
You can see that the setup for a drift car is completely different from any other cars, because you can see he's spinning the steering wheel like completely one around, like 360. And this car is just barely going in like to the left side or the right side, because this car has, a big steering angle, for going sideways, almost 90 degrees. And, these cars are not really made for going straight anymore. These cars feels more natural when you drive it sideways.
First impressions is everything feels really nice, everything feels really smooth, but I just want to make sure to drive a couple laps before really leaning on this thing and making sure pressures are good, temperatures are good, and just loosening the whole system out.
Even this kind of driving, simple slow driving, is for beginners already hard,
so
and he's just doing it so naturally.
Super slippery, so we're gonna have to try to get some heat into these tires in a second before I really lean on it, but let's do one more lap to make sure everything is feeling as it should.
And as you can hear, it's still low RPM. I'm so excited when he's going to rip it.
Oh yeah, she feels good. Feels sharp, it feels sharp. Oh, I love this thing already. Right, let's get the guys to quickly have a look under the bonnet, make sure everything is okay, and then let's send it. Alright. I'll just warm it up here for you today. Alright, so guys, I've checked the car over, everything is looking good. Now it's time to have some fun. So first up, a few figures of 8, just get some heat into the front and rear tires. Even though this track is cold, it's very slippery, but everything feels as it should. This thing is nice and sharp. Alright, let's do
How
this.
easy it is to make a U-turn.
So heat in the rears.
I mean, of course, it's also wet, so it's slippery.
Rip flat in the 180SX. Okay, really smooth on entry.
Wow. That flipping, I love that.
Feels so natural. It's literally like driving the S14.9. Whoop. Yeah, it feels right at home.
I love that. That's so insane.
Take it in, pass it out, slow it down, turn it up.
First lap complete, let's send it. Oh, she feels good.
Yeah. And she also looks good, man.
This thing is unreal.
And this must be so much fun.
This thing is sick, but the track is so slippery. What a machine. Alright, let's check it over. What a car.
Nice.
First lap's complete in this car, and oh my god. Every time I drive an S chassis, it's just like, you know what I mean? I don't know how to describe it. In my opinion, a well-built and set up S chassis they're just a perfect drift car, in my opinion.
Right.
Obviously it's wet, track is super slippery, so we can't really, you know, compare it to other cars, but right away it just feels like driving my S14.9. Like my very first drift lap in the car, second corner, backed it in, everything felt super natural and easy. The steering is lovely, the response is lovely, the ECU master, so this is running the Pro 8 ECU, and the rev limiter is just super sharp. It's like just super fast, like reminds me of the Worthouse days when we were in FD. Hopefully it dries up, but I'm not sure if it's going to dry in the next, like, we have just about an hour, so it's a bit.
Well, you know, S chassis, they feel like when you drive it, they feel like they were really made for drifting from factory, because the weight ratio is like 50-50, like 50% in the front, 50% at the back. So it's nice and balanced. Even with stock S chassis like S14 or 13, even 15. 15 this is unbeatable. You know, S15, you know, when you drive it stock with 250 horsepower, you can easily drift with that already. Like, okay, you need, when you go like in the third gear, you probably need more horsepower, but in general, there's no problem really. And you can really feel how the car is like moving, you know, when it's too much, when it's going to spin out and everything. That's why I'm still looking back at the time where I had my S14.
Bit of a shame if it doesn't dry up, but look, no matter what, we're testing the car, we're driving it, it feels great. I'll do another few laps, and so yeah, very happy. Feels insane. How does it look from the outside?
Awesome.
Does the car itself look nice? Yeah, I can't wait to see it from the outside.
You know, it's still awesome to see when someone like James Deane, you know, is still happy to see new build, because he's owning, or, you know, driving already so many drift cars. I guess it was like the S14. There is also an SR20 swapped RX-7 FD. Now this S13, there is a what was it? 92 BMW, and there's also that Mustang, you know, where he just won last year the Formula Drift Championship in the US.
All right, little 180. Let's do this.
Let's go. It's almost a reverse entry. small one. Man. I mean, sure, this track is obviously too small for a 1000 horsepower drift car, but for testing, awesome. These curves and everything, I mean, that's... Swoosh! Oh. Insane, insane. The control of the car when you see the front wheel, like, you know, he's still like going in this direction, but he has the feeling of, okay, how much he needs to push the throttle, that he is going here on the outline and continuing right here. Man, that flipping. Yee, 360. What a build, what a machine.
What a machine. So fun to drive. It's like, it's just, so good. Like, it feels so natural. Everything is working out of the box. It sounds unreal. Like, that rev limiter is class. The steering is really nice, brakes are nice, handbrake is nice. It's just working out of the box. The only problem we had is obviously it's wet. There's not much grip out there, so we dropped the tire pressures a lot and we DB'd the front tire when I did a 360, but that's the only thing, you know? I wish it was dry so we could just smoke the tires off it. Just one of those days, at least it's not raining.
It's Ireland, no?
It's Ireland, we're lucky, it's December. And yeah, it could be a lot worse. So, yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. Right, to finish up today, let's see if I can drift a lap of Watergrass Hill in the Mustang. Let's go.
I think it's possible, but of course the angle will be not the
Okay,
same.
you have to be careful in this entering the corners. Not a lot of steering angle, but it does it. It's linking it.
Wow, yeah. For a stock Mustang with a stock differential, I don't know what's the differential setup on a stock Mustang, but it's driftable.
I'm impressed. It even linked it straight, but you have to be one step ahead of the car. The track is slippery. The car, you can feel it, you know. Good fun street car. What a machine. The Ford Mustang RTR Spec 2 out of the box. Such a fun machine, but let's get back to the 180. So we're just wrapped up here at the first test with the new 180SX. It is a serious machine. Now, unfortunately, as I said earlier, the weather kind of, you know, didn't give us an opportunity to do many crazy things, as you know, the first lap was almost like the last lap. But the good news is, though, while you were getting your shots, we got to do quite a few laps in the car, really give it a good shakedown. absolutely no problems, but now we'll get it back home, put it on the ramp, give it a full last once over, and finish off the last little details like the passenger seat, firewall for the dry sump cover. Just run through the whole car and see if there's anything that needs attention. But in general, it's running lovely, it's driving lovely, it's a sweet car. Unfortunately, like, I'd love to, you know, find a day potentially before it leaves to bring it to the track in the dry.
I guess he can really do some competition with this car setup already. I mean, I don't know if he did it already, but I will check on his channel. You should too, James Deane.
So if the weather is looking good for a couple of days, maybe next week, we'll try to get a track again and do a few more laps. But in general, very positive first day. It's unreal car. I'm very, very proud of what we achieved. And yeah, I think as far as I know, the information that I have right now is that this car will be up on Lucky Day competitions this week. I think it's $24.97 per ticket. Tickets are open worldwide, and there's going to be free delivery if the winner's in Ireland or the UK. It's going to be sad to see it go, but very proud to be a part of this whole build, organise it with Michael from start to finish, make it all happen. And huge thanks to everybody involved, like Chris and Mikey, Michael, you, Lucas, for making a great build series. I really, you know, I think in time to come, it's nice to look back and see these videos and see what we have, you know, done in the past, because time goes so fast when you're busy. Sometimes it's hard to even realize how much you're actually doing, but I'm very proud of it. I always wanted to build a 180SX, and this one turned out so nice. Like,
Really,
it drives unreal, it looks unreal,
a beauty.
and I think it is unreal. So hope you guys enjoy it too, and thank you for watching. We still got at least one more video left this year, and to see what we're doing, we're going to be having some fun with the team. Come back next week, and thank you for watching. We'll see you all then.
Yeah. Love it. I love it. Yeah, so this was one of James Deane's videos. I mean, one of his last videos before 25 was ending. And, I really love drifting, as I said before. I love it for almost 20 years. And let me know down in the comments if you like more to see more of drifting. I mean, obviously you don't have any other choice, because if you want to, if you like my channel, and I hope you do, and I hope you like the videos I'm doing, you're going to see sometimes something about drifting. So yeah, but anyway, thank you guys for watching, and we see you in the next video. Till then, stay safe. Bye.